Charles. There are many holy personalities that have passed through the earth and have left all kinds of messages to uplift mankind. So, are you one of the holy personalities? Duane responds, I defined holy and divine many times, and that is, that this holy idea really refers to holes in your aura, which the sacrificial religions created, the reptilians. That's what holy means. It doesn't mean something wonderful like people think. What they do is they use this idea to make them think that, and then they tapline them. And divine is dying on the vine. It's an old saying. Again, they've taken these ideas and disguised them to make them look good. It's like the governments of the world. What they've done is they've set up shop to make it look good, as they control the public, to make it appear that they're the good guys, etc. Like on the series Star Trek, like they're the Federation and the good guys, and how we have the bad guys, which are the Klingons, that they've created too, and they play both sides. So people go to the good side, etc. I had a certain experience many years ago, and from that I created the new man idea, and I see it as just simply managing what I'm presenting, that's all. So no, I don't have any reference to being holy at all. These are people that refer to themselves like this, like Harry on stage, talking to the membership. He presents himself like that, as the modern day prophet or holy man, or the Dalai Lama, or the Pope, and that's fine. But these people are fronts. They're bought off by the cabal, etc., to do their roles for the public, to get their attention, keep them dumbed down and taplined. We're not doing that. Again, I'm just management here. The new man is just management, and I have no references to any of that at all. My reference to life is a pure sincerity. That's my personal view with this reality, but other than that, these references of the earth I don't use, because again, they're all distorted. They're distortions that have been created to fool others, and again, anyone can learn to check it on the real side, and ask Paul, Rebazar, and the guides, and have certain experiences. Each person has to figure it out for themselves.
You know, as we go through these experiences, and as we had the experience of Charles from the Congo there, etc., a good fellow, who ended up as an educator in China, but then he fooled himself into ideas that were funny, and he left, like many people do, because eventually I see many people getting frustrated because they're so literalized they can't see past that. And so again, they just think, well, this is all there is, but they're only looking at their own head. I remember Paul talking about psychics that have experiences as one example. And I think it was in probably the 60s or 70s, there was a famous psychic named Jean Dixon, and she saw that California was going to fall off into the sea. It was all over Esquire magazine, one of these magazines out there that are all over Star, Esquire, etc., where they have UFOs and all kinds of funny stuff. But anyhow, and Paul referred to some of this as many times people just see their own, their own consciousness, what's going on, and thinking that it is this or that, etc. So, and earthquakes basically mean many times a breakup in the consciousness for something else to come in, whatever, it just depends. So, yeah, listening to these old dialogues, appreciate it. It's really kind of fun. And I like Charles' questions. They're very literal, etc. And this is how Charles was. He's very literal in the sense and matter of fact. And so, again, this is how people have been brought up. And, I was there too, started in 1970 with Paul, and actually before that on the real side with Real and Paul all the way through this life. And, it has become even more literalized than ever. That's where I saw years ago, shown on the real side, I saw the membership as pizza dough. They were all just literally pizza dough. And so that's their emotional attachment to their doughy ideas. But it's whatever. Everybody has the right to choose. So as we go through this process, I've had my process, and it's taken a long time. And to refine this to where it's just very simple and real, but now it's time you have to see it. You have to recognize it's not literal anymore, and many people want to stick to that. So even the God Worlds chart that Paul created all the way up to the levels, all literal. It's basically literal, and so people think in those terms. They think that because they have a particular initiation that it equals something. Okay, so because everything's awareness. And these people don't have the awareness, them and most of the world don't have the awareness to see through what's going on. They still looking at their spiritual ideas, their gods, their masters, especially their rituals and ceremonies to reinforce their personal happiness here on Earth only. And so, but again, it's choice. So yes, appreciate that, Kevin. Thank you for sharing. And there's something for everybody out there. But I really like what the focus is now, and that is learn to recognize the all is, and everything becomes self-evident with that, and that is that you can't just think it or fool it or whatever. It's got to be very, very real and all the way. And so, but each person is given the opportunity, and it's right now like never before. So yes.